Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Assalamualaikum
Assalamualaikum
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
So today, me and
Umar.
today we want to talk about deep discussion.
Yes, we're gonna do a deep discussion, which is about what makes a true friend. Okay.
Okay, so Umar, what do you think makes a true friend?
For me, yeah, I think a true friend is someone who helps you when you meet them. When you meet them, like for example, if you have a problem, whether or not like you're in your best days or in the worst days, like they're there for you. Like if you need help, they can help you, and basically they're there for you when you're sad, when you're happy, and other stuff like that.
For me, I think a true friend is somewhat like that. So they will try to understand you. For example, if you're in a bad mood, they can try to see that and try to avoid it and maybe try to talk it out. And then, if you're in a good mood, then they can also try socializing with you and also keeping you uh, in the right path.
Yeah, of course.
So, Umar,
Yes,
do you think you have any true friends?
I do. I think I do, but I can't really say because sometimes the criteria change, right? Because sometimes for me, it's like a person who supports you in your darkest and hardest days. But for maybe for you, it's a little bit different. But I think yeah, we all have at least. I think everyone has at least one true friend, even if they're not really your friend, as in they could be like your sometimes even your family could be considered as friends sometimes because they don't support you. So in my opinion, everyone at least has one true friend.
So, in here, we're talking about a true friend. Why do we classify there's a true friend and then perhaps in here there's the possibility of a false friend? What is a false friend?
I think a false friend is like someone who seems to quote unquote support you, as in like sometimes they like when you're at your top, like when you perform something really good, they're like, oh my god, that was so good. Like, can you teach me how to do it and something like that. But when you have problems, they immediately leave. Like that's the difference between a true friend and a false friend, in my opinion, because not everyone. So basically, in my opinion, not everyone wants to see you succeed, and that's what classifies them. Because I think the false friends, those who are your false friends, they don't want to see you succeed. So when when you do something great, they just like support you and they're like pleasing you. But when you're having trouble, they just it's like they're never even there for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's as if like they're trying to get your clarity and then your praise
Validation.
also.
Yeah.
So they want to make you respect them while they're trying to manipulate you. So, but sometimes a false friend can be seen very visibly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes not. I think most false friends don't really like try to hide the signs. I think some don't really hide the signs. Like it's clearly visible, and you can kind of determine like, oh, this is a false friend and this is a true friend. But sometimes it's also hard to see if you have less experience and stuff like that.
okay, so about some stories. In your opinion, has there ever been anything that you consider a false friend, but then they become a true friend to you, or vice versa?
I think there are. I don't really have much, but I think I have some experiences. Like I think there was once a time when I had some people kind of supported me back then, maybe not really here, maybe like online friends or like elementary school friends. But then when I start to grow, they like they stop kind of contacting me, like they kind of distance themselves from me. And I think that's the consequence of growing because as I mentioned before now, everyone wants to see you succeed. And sometimes also there are fake friends who turn into true friends. Like maybe at first, like maybe you have a little bit of conflict with them, maybe like you hate them, maybe they hate you also, but as time passes, I think you might sometimes get along with them and you could possibly grow with them.
Yes. So, me personally, there's also been one time like that, but I think it was more of a they forgot about me. So,
Oh.
like, I tried to meet them, but they don't really know who I am. So, we immediately just lost contact in that moment right there. So, immediately, like, he blocked me or something.
Oh, so it's not because like you have problems or you have beef with them. So it's more like contact loss and stuff like that.
Which is why I think a true friend has to be like consistent, and then yeah, if you're distant, you won't know anything about them, and eventually might forget.
Yeah. I also have I also happen to have like similar online friend. Yeah. For a few sometimes I lost contact with him, but in a few weeks or months, if he changed his account, he would probably chat me like, "Hey, this is blah 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 blah. I lost my account and stuff like that." So even if we forgot or we lost contact, he tries his best to still connect with me.
Yeah. So that's more like a true friend because
Yeah.
he's trying to keep it in contact with you. So next up, so there's a true friend and a fake friend, and um, sometimes it might also be a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it could also be a misunderstanding.
So earlier we already got your opinion on what is a true friend, and then your opinion on what is a fake friend. And this time, I think I think we would wanna ask you like, what would really happen if you
What?
want to proceed?
What? Where to?
So a true friend,
Yeah, that's your friend.
we have a true friends. So what if we just make a conclusion here? A true friend is someone that will always stay by your side.
They stay by your side even in your darkest days when you have problems and stuff like that. And fake friends are the opposite of that.
Yes.
Most of them are like manipulative. Like they try to get your attention, as you mentioned before. Like they try to get your attention, your validation. But when you actually start to kind of grow, they don't like it because humans. So basically, people don't like it when you people are okay with you growing. But when you grow, like when you reach a level higher than them, you're not gonna like it anymore. I think that's what fake friends are. Like they see you succeed, they see you growing, but when you're like ahead of them, like when you're ahead of them, like they will kind of like what is it? Oh yeah, they're kind of they're gonna try to kind of make you fall down, something like that.
Or even maybe try to steal your work, or
Yeah,
try to learn something from you, and then they can grow faster. And then, why do you think these people want to become a true friend or a fake friend?
I think for fake friends, I think it's because they see that you have like maybe they see that you have potential, but you also have a problem. Like, oh, he's smart, but he doesn't have like they're trying to take something away from you. And I think for true friends, it's because they genuinely want to grow together with you. Maybe for example, I have this friend. So basically, for example, they're like they can draw. They have really good digital painting skills, and I'm really good at design. And sometimes we exchange and we talk with each other about those topics. So we basically grow together and we have fun together. Stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So I think that's enough.
Yeah, I think that's enough for today.
Thank you, Umar, for answering my questions.
You're welcome.
Okay, lastly say,
Wassalamualaikum
wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.